Suresh sir?
I can answer all the questions, but I'll try. Yes. Yeah, but this was all on film. I think, yeah, I think except, I think all was on film, everything, except the animation.
Mhm.
Because these were all done very, I think, in the 90s. I mean, sorry, late 90s. Late 90s. Any question?
My question is, Suresh, I saw some beautiful experimental films today, and I never knew that you had made experimental films earlier. So why did you not let us know that you have made some really experimental stuff? Used for that chana on the beach. So whose idea was that?
It was my idea. I thought I'll pat myself. It is just shots from my earlier films.
That
If you really see.
no, that of course. I also noticed because the other films have
Yeah,
the
many,
shots there.
many shots.
Yeah, but still, I mean, putting that together and in a way that it works.
No, it was. No, we generally, as you know, sir, we at those days we used to get the subjects from the ministry. We were supposed to make such films. So this one, Kuldeep had told that our CP at that time said, "You people make a subject which you all like." Where it's like that's how it came about, sir. Initially, I had lot of theories, but I think it goes beyond my concept also. The idea was to have a scientist, the original idea, a philosopher, a spiritual man, talk about time, but that didn't work out. So then I thought I'll string all the shots from my earlier films with just that boy and girl. That's the only fresh shooting I did. We had gone to a place nearby Mumbai. But then finally, what would audiences take it? That would be just a recording of a scientist, a spiritual man, and a philosopher. That was it. No, no, I made quite a lot. This was taken. This was selected by Premraj, ThefdZone, and so. Thank you.
Suresh Menon personally. I would just want to say that he's not been a kind of person who's a filmmaker. He's more of a film lover. So whatever he's made is not the product of his career or his work. He spent his entire life behind movies. He doesn't have an eye to creativity. He has an eye to movies. Like I've seen him as a child, all he spoke to me about was films and how to see things in a more philosophical aspect. So basically, I've seen him that he's now never had an eye to seeing things the way it is. He's always wanted to know the other side of it, whether it is just a stationary object or a thing in motion. So I would want to ask you a question that out of all the films you've made or all your creations till date, which is the most precious one to you and why?
I don't know. I mean, it's the usual thing what all directors say. The latest film I'm doing is the old theaters of Mumbai. It's in the completion stages. So I would say that is my. It always happens. I mean, I think you get used to the other things and you want to do something more. So I think that's my. It's even I hope actually seeing them, and that's why I've used photographs, because they had told me they'll take me. I was with an NGO, so they had told me that they'll take me to places where actual cruelty is taking place. But that's so that's why I've used even the photographs are so. So like after retirement, I mean, my personal thing is watching movies, not maybe making, and doing something for these stray animals. That's what I would like to do. Anything? Yes. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And I thank Premraj for because I was not for it. I was feeling very, because I thought I could slip away without anybody knowing about me, but he wanted to crucify me. Thank you.
I totally agree with you that he's always been a facilitator and someone who inspires you to make films that you believe in. And currently, I have promised him that I will be giving the rough cut of a film on dogs before he leaves Films Division. And I thank you immensely for coming this afternoon. And do keep in touch with us. Next week, same time, we'll come up with another package. Our emails and Facebook postings will be done soon. Thank you very much. Sir, we are going to miss you.